Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we re-diving into a story that completely flips the script on what most of us learned in history class about the discovery of America. We all know the famous rhyme, in 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. But what if I told you that another group of Europeans had already landed, and even settled, in North America almost 500 years earlier? That's right, we're talking about the Vikings. These legendary Norse seafarers, known for their epic voyages and fearsome reputation, were the true first Europeans to set foot on the continent. Their story isn't just a myth or a legend. It's a historical fact, backed by incredible archaeological evidence. So, how did they do it? Our story begins around the year 1000 CE. A famous Viking explorer, Leif Eriksson, son of the even more famous Eric the Red who colonized Greenland, heard tales from another sailor who had been blown off course and spotted an unknown land to the west. Intrigued, Leif decided to see this new land for himself. He bought the man's ship, gathered a crew of about 35 men, and set sail westward from Greenland. They didn't just stumble upon it. The Norse sagas, which are epic stories passed down through generations, describe their journey in detail. They first landed in a place they called Helluland, meaning land of flat stones. Historians believe this was likely Baffin Island in modern-day Canada. It was a barren, rocky place, not very inviting. So, they continued south. Their next stop was a land covered in forests, which they named Markland, or Forest Land. This is thought to be the coast of Labrador. It was better, but they kept going, searching for a more hospitable place to spend the winter. Finally, they reached a land that was green and lush, with rivers teeming with salmon and wild grapes growing in abundance. Leif Eriksson named this place Vinland, the land of wine. For a long time, people thought Vinland was just a story, a mythical paradise from the sagas. But then, in the 1960s, something amazing happened. Archaeologists Helge and Stein Ingstad made a discovery that changed history. At a place called Lonso Meadows, on the northern tip of Newfoundland, Canada, they uncovered the remains of a Norse settlement. They found the foundations of Viking-style longhouses, a forge for working iron, and artifacts like a bronze pin and a spindle whorl used for weaving, all undeniably Norse. Radiocarbon dating of the site confirmed that it was occupied right around the year 1000 CE, perfectly matching the timeline from the sagas. This was it. This was the physical proof that the Vikings had not only reached North America, but had built a settlement here. It was a base camp, a place to repair their ships, resupply, and explore further into this new world. But if they made it here, why didn't they stay? Unlike Columbus's arrival, which led to permanent colonization, the Viking presence in Vinland was short-lived, lasting probably only a few years. The sagas tell us they had encounters with the indigenous people, whom they called Skrallings. These encounters were sometimes peaceful, involving trade, but often turned violent. Being thousands of miles from their homeland in Scandinavia, with no way to call for reinforcements, the small group of Vikings was vastly outnumbered. The constant threat of conflict, combined with the immense difficulty of sustaining a colony so far from home, eventually led them to pack up and return to Greenland. Their incredible achievement was largely forgotten by the rest of Europe for centuries, living on only in their oral sagas. But today, thanks to archaeology, we know the truth. The Vikings were the first European pioneers in the Americas, a testament to their unparalleled skills in navigation and their unshakable spirit of exploration. It is a powerful reminder that history is always more complex and fascinating than the simple stories we often told. What do you think about this incredible piece of history? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey back in time, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss our next adventure. See you next time.